It's time for Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Warrior Baseball is brought to you by the Cloverbelt Credit Union. Since 1936, local lenders lending local money, keeping our community strong. Also brought to you by Rocket Industrial, the Wausau West Warrior Diamond Club, the Wausau West Athletic Department, the Weld Riley Law Firm, and attorney Matt Meyer. It's time now for Warrior Baseball on your home for Wausau West Sports. Wausau Area Sports. And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to high school baseball on Wausau Area Sports. For the second time in 3 days, it's the Crosstown Battle of Wausau in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. As today, it is the Wausau East Lumberjacks hosting the Wausau West Warriors. From Wausau East High School, I'm Chad Holmes. On Tuesday, over on the west side, the Warriors even up the season series with East by winning by a score of 4-0. Wausau East had won the first meeting of the campaign back in April. But on Tuesday, it was Ty Teske doing the work both on the mound and at the plate for Wausau West. Teske tossed a 2-hit shutout, striking out 10 and just walking 2 went the distance, and also added a couple of base hits. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI. So the Warriors were not overpowering with the bats, but they did enough in order to earn that W on Tuesday. Today, the pitching matchup for Wausau West, it will be Parker Helke, and for Wausau East, Logan Glavinsky. Beautiful afternoon, temperature around 60 degrees, lots of sunshine, lots of blue skies, and glad you could be with us here for high school baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Coming up, we will have a look at the starting lineups, but first we'll have our pregame conversation with the head coach of the Wausau West Warriors. I'll be talking to John Albee coming up next. It is Wausau West taking on Wausau East high school baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage of Wausau West High School sports on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks for watching on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel, but we'd like to see you out and about supporting Wausau West student athletes in action. To see a listing of upcoming events at Wausau West High School, go to WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. That's WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage on Wausau Area.
Rocket Industrial's mission to package with less is a commitment to making a future that's better for the next generation. Their recommendations help manufacturers across the nation package with less material, less waste, less time, and with less cost. Their engineers and experts provide data-backed solutions that positively impact your bottom line. When you work with Rocket Industrial, you're working with a partner committed to making a difference. Rocket Industrial, package with less. Learn more at rocketindustrial.com.
Wausau West Warrior High School baseball continues on Wausau Area Sports, as today it's game 2 of the series this week for Warriors and the Wausau East Lumberjacks. Today over on the east side. I am Chad Holmes along with head coach John Albee. Coach, it was a kind of an old-fashioned baseball game on Tuesday. The pitchers got the ball, the pitchers threw the ball. There was a pretty clean game generally, pretty quick game, and in the end a 4-0 win for your team. What jumped out for your team on Tuesday?
Well, obviously Ty did a great job on the mound. He was around the zone the whole time. Great job just, keeping their hitters off balance, and then after, besides that, the defense was making plays behind them. So good pitching, good defense, that was always a big key. As well as we hit the ball. We were able to get some hits and then move some runners around.
I don't think people realize in the game of baseball, when you look at it, you often see, a pitcher's going up against a hitter, man on man, and along those lines. But the way that everything does work together, and I thought on Tuesday, the fact that, number one, Ty came out there right from the beginning, looked like he had a good rhythm. He got the ball, he got the sign, he threw the pitch, and that helps the defense. It puts the defense knowing that they don't have to stand around waiting to see whether or not a pitcher's going to throw the ball after 10 or 15 seconds. But there is a connection where Ty comes out, sets the tone, and it kind of carried over, didn't it?
Absolutely, and I think that pace of pitchers' work is really important to get guys in a routine or that flow of the game. That's one thing that I do try to get on the guys about who take so long between pitches is, hey, we got to get a rhythm so that our infielders are staying in and the outfielders are ready to go, because that waiting in between pitches can take their focus away. But yeah, he did a fantastic job. Like you said, he got the ball, got the sign, and he was ready to roll right away, and he was very effective.
And that catch that Cam made in center field, I don't know, the fourth or fifth inning, it all runs together at this point. A massive play. The next two batters reached base for Wausau East. But as you saw that play, did you think he got that ball right off the bat?
Well, I guess, I didn't see for sure, right away, but, I felt great. He did make the catch, but that was something we've emphasized in practice and just with the team in general is there's a difference between a good player and a great player, and a great player is not going to stop and just block that ball and not let it get by. They're going to make that or attempt to make that catch. So we've been kind of preaching that to our guys. You got to rely on your corner outfielders or whatever to be behind you. Go ahead and make that dive. If you make the catch, that's awesome, and he did. So that was fantastic to see that. That's what a great player is going to do.
That brings up a question that's popped into my mind, the mindset. That's one of the things that a coach can do, isn't it? I mean, because on a play like that, if there is a 100th of a second where you're thinking, well, maybe I'm not going to get there, or maybe my teammates won't be there, you have no chance. Right. It really is the mindset that even before that pitch is thrown that makes that play, isn't it?
Yeah, we tell our guys, you want the ball every play. You want to go get it in attack. You want to be the guy to make the play, and Cam did it that time, and he's done it a few other times, but there have been guys, including Cam, that a few different times throughout the year have let ones drop, just to be safe, which it's understandable, but again, making that great play doesn't happen unless you take risks, and unfortunately it worked out for him.
One of the interesting things that I think we were probably thinking wasn't going to be an interesting thing this year is the starting pitching rotation, because I think going in, you had a pretty good idea that on Tuesday it might be Ty Teskey, and then on Thursday it would be Keegan Cruzan, because I think coming into the season, those were the two that had some experience, had the talent, but Keegan, unfortunately, has not been able to be that number two guy because his arm just has not been up to where it needs to be. But it has given opportunities, and now I think today you got Parker Helke being the number two starter. I want to ask you a little bit about Parker, but also as we get to the last 2 weeks of this season and then looking ahead where there's that potential of having to go a Tuesday, Thursday in the playoffs, that pitching rotation is still kind of there for the taking, isn't it?
It really is, actually. We're trying to figure out who is going to be that solid number two starter, and all guys are capable, and we're just trying to see who's going to be hot towards the end of the season and really on target with doing the job on the mound. So we're going to hopefully look over the next 4 games and see, who is that guy going to be.
Best of luck today.
Thank you very much.
Head coach of the Warriors, John Albee, will have the starting lineups and the first pitch coming up next. Wausau West Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Too early to start thinking boats. Once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing? Boat for skiing? A pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports.
Alcoholics Anonymous. We're here to help.
We're about to start the meeting. Welcome to anyone new.
For more information, visit aa.org and download the Meeting Guide app.
And Chad Holmes back again here from Wausau East High School as we are getting set for action between the Wausau West Warriors and the Wausau East Lumberjacks. Thanks again for joining us. Second of 3 Warrior baseball broadcasts here this week. Coming up tomorrow, we'll be on the road, but not a long road trip. Head down Interstate 39 to Mosinee. And again, we'll be on the air starting with the pregame show at 4:45 and the first pitch at 5 p.m. So again, that's tomorrow, Wausau West at Mosinee, right here on Wausau Area Sports. Take a look at the starting lineups for the Wausau West Warriors. Leading off, playing center field, Cam Blasky. Batting second is the second baseman, Will Stengel. Batting third, playing shortstop, is Joe Gravane. Ty Teske, the cleanup hitter, he'll play first base. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Keegan Cruzan. Carson Thurs at third base, batting sixth. Batting seventh and playing left field is Alex Capitz. Marshall Helke, the right fielder, will bat eighth. Batting ninth, the catcher, Rowan Robbins. And Parker Helke is the starting pitcher. He's been replaced by the designated hitter. Again, for Wausau West, Cam Blasky, Will Stengel, Joe Gravane, Ty Teske, Keegan Cruzan, Carson Thurs, Alex Capitz, Marshall Helke, and Rowan Robbins. Head coach of the Wausau West Warriors is John Albee. For the East Lumberjacks, leading things off, playing catchers, Cam Rye. Ethan Lopno, the first baseman, bats second. Logan Glavinsky, the starting pitcher, will bat third. Connor Lemerond at third base bats fourth. And we will continue after the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And our national anthem here from Wausau East. Let's start again for the Lumberjacks in their batting order. Leading things off for the Jacks will be their catcher today, Cam Rye. Batting second is the first baseman, Ethan Lopno. Logan Glavinsky, the starting pitcher today, bats third. Connor Lemerond is the cleanup hitter. He'll play third base. Batting fifth and playing second base is Tyler Stashek. Zach Pearson is the right fielder. He'll bat sixth. Anders Bjerke is at shortstop, batting seventh. Kyler Barth, the center fielder, bats eighth, and Maverick Ekstrom is the left fielder. He'll bat ninth. Again for Wausau East, Cam Rye, Ethan Lopno, Logan Glavinsky, Connor Lemerond, Tyler Stashek, Zach Pearson, Anders Bjerke, Kyler Barth, and Maverick Ekstrom. Head coach of the Lumberjacks is John Winter. Again, really an outstanding day for baseball. Great to be out and about. If you're in the neighborhood, come on by. Still plenty of time and plenty of room. And you'll be able to see some Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball between the Warriors and the Lumberjacks. Also, real quickly, want to let you know that today had a meeting at Wausau West, and we got a special event that will be coming up a week from Saturday. Graduation 2026, and I'm very happy to announce that we will be live streaming the Wausau West High School graduation. Coming up a week from Saturday from Wausau West High School's Fieldhouse. It will be starting at 3 p.m. So again, if you are not able to be in Wausau that day, or if you have friends or family that will be part of the graduation ceremonies, and you can't make it, you can watch it on our YouTube channel, the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. So again, that is coming up a week from Saturday, graduation 2026 at Wausau West. So very excited to add that special event to our broadcast schedule and continue our partnership with Wausau West High School. So very, very happy about that. 60 degrees is the temperature under sunny skies as we get things underway here today.
For the Warriors, number 14, Cam Blasky.
Cam Blasky will lead things off for Wausau West. 224 batting average, 13 hits, 58 at-bats, 8 runs batted in on the season. Logan Glavinsky out of the windup. Here's his first pitch. He'll drop low and inside for ball 1. Give you the Lumberjack defense here in just a moment. Top 3 in the order for the Warriors, Cam Blasky, Will Stengel, and Joe Gravine up against the right-hander. 1-0. Fastball, inside corner for a called strike 1. Maverick Ekstrom is in left field. Kyler Barth in center. Zach Pearson in right for Wausau East. We'll give you the East defense on the infield in just a moment. 1-1. There's a chopper over the pitcher, charging is Bierke. He'll pick, he'll fire across in time. 6-3 on the putout for out number 1.
Bierke with a nice play, shortstop.
That will bring up the Wausau West second baseman, Will Stengel.
Now up for the Warriors, number 10, Will Stengel.
Will Stengel, 9 hits and 43 at-bats this season, 5 runs batted in, 209 batting average. Glavinsky misses up and in for ball 1. Staring into his catcher, Cam Rye. Here's Glavinsky's 1-0. Misses again, up and in for ball 2. Connor Lemerond is at third base. Anders Bierke is at shortstop. Tyler Stashek, the second baseman, and Ethan Lopno is at first, with Cam Rye, the catcher, for Logan Glavinsky. Pitch is down into the artificial dirt, and that's ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on Will Stengel. 2 meetings previously this season between these squads. First time around in April, it was Wausau East winning at West 5-3. And then on Tuesday of this week, the Warriors beat the Lumberjacks 4-0. Pitch is on the outer portion at the knees for a called strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Will Stengel. Working quickly is the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Off the outside corner for ball 4. So the first base runner of the game is a base on balls to Will Stengel. Runner on first and 1 out for Wausau West number 3 hitter, shortstop Joe Gravine.
Stengel draws the walk, bringing up the shortstop.
Joe Gravine. 321 batting average, 18 hits, 56 at-bats, 1 home run, and 13 runs batted in. Logan Glavinsky out of the stretch. First pitch floats inside for ball 1. Cam Rye, the catcher, was the winning pitcher for the Jacks the first time these teams met back in Wausau in April. Back at Wausau West, I should say. Check swing. And holding up is Gravine. Oh, it is a strike, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Taking his lead off first base is Will Stengel. Glavinsky has the sign and the target, peeks over his right shoulder towards the runner. Now a pickoff move and diving back safely. Interesting. So often you see the pitcher, when they're looking at the runner, even behind, they look kind of forward and turn the head. Glavinsky is actually looking backwards and turning the head in order to see the base runner at first base. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a hard ground ball in the hole into left field for a base hit. Well hit shot into left field by Joe Gravine. And the Warriors now have runners on first and second with one out for Ty Teske.
Bringing up the cleanup hitter, number 12, Ty Teske.
Teske had a couple of base knocks on Tuesday, went 2 for 3 with an RBI. On the season, he has 14 hits and 51 at-bats, 275 batting average, no home runs, and 12 runs batted in. So the runners take their leads off first and second. Glavinsky peeks back and now fires. Misses up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Left-handed batter. Open stance. Glavinsky again stares in. 1-0. Fastball misses off the outside corner, and that's ball 2. Good hitters count now for Teske. Another stare in by Logan Glavinsky. Long stare in this time towards Cam Rye. And now he's finally ready. 2 peeks back at the runner at second, now fires. And the fastball ends up and out of the strike zone. And that's ball 3. Second batter in the last 3 that have gone to 3 balls and no strikes. Do you get the green light, 3-0? Glavinsky sets at the chest. Kicks and deals. Misses up and out of the zone. Ball 4, second base on balls issued in this inning. And the bases are now loaded with 1 out for the Warriors and designated hitter Keegan Cruzan. Keegan Cruzan, 9 out of 36 at the plate, 250 batting average, 5 RBI. He was 2 for 2 at the plate on Tuesday. Runners off third, second, and first. Logan Glavinsky, the right-hander, fires. There's a pop over the screen and out of play. Strike 1. Both pitchers on Tuesday, Ty Teske for the Warriors, Connor Lemeron for the Lumberjacks, did a good job of throwing strikes. They both limited their walks, limited the base on balls, and that led to a low-scoring game. And there's a fly ball flared off to the right field side out of play, and it's 0-2. But both pitchers were able to get ahead of the hitters, and that was, I think, a big reason why it was a 4-0 game. Lemeron pitched well for East. He went all the way, all 6 innings, and, of course, Ty Teske tossed a 2-hit shutout. Keegan Cruzan waits. Logan Glavinsky kicks and deals. Fastball misses off the outside corner, and that's ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good pop from the right-hand side of the plate for Keegan Cruzan. Off of third is Stengel. Gravine leads off second. Ty Teske takes his lead off first. 1-2 pitch. Hangs up high, and that's ball 2. Well, if you're Logan Glavinsky, this is as far as you want to go. There's no place to put the hitter. Don't want to go to a 3-ball count with the bases loaded. Cam Rye sets the target. Glavinsky's 2-2. Swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Logan Glavinsky. And that is the second out of the inning.
Cruzan strikes out swinging.
Carson Thurs will now step in.
Carson Thurs.
So now looking for the 2-out RBI hit will be Thurs. 15 of 59 at the plate, 254 batting average, no home runs, 11 runs batted in for the right-handed hitting sophomore. So a big situation. Warriors don't want to miss taking advantage of this opportunity and chance for Glavinsky to get out of this big jam. First pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Again, putting down the fingers is Cam Rye behind the plate. Setting at the chest, Logan Glavinsky. Kicks and deals. Fastball just a little bit up, and all of a sudden it's now 2 balls and no strikes, and a good hitter's count for Carson Thurs. Runners lead off third, second, and first. Levinsky. There's a fastball right down the chute. 2 balls and 1 strike. Being forced to work hard in this top of the first inning is Logan Levinsky for the Lumberjacks. Two-one pitch. Inside, and that's ball 3. As I said a few moments ago, nowhere to put the batter. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Again, Rye will go through his signs. Levinsky sets, kicks, fires. There's a chopper up the middle. Bayarki will pick. He'll flip the second, get the force, and that will do it for the Warriors in the first. A fielder's choice, 6-4 on the putout to end the Wausau West threat. No runs, 1 base hit. There were no Wausau East errors, and 3 runners left on base. End of 1/2 inning. Wausau West nothing. Wausau East coming to the plate. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks to the Wausau West Baseball Diamond Club for their support of our broadcast of Warrior Baseball on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Community support through the Diamond Club is crucial for our student athletes. All race funds directly benefit the program. The Diamond Club offers several advertising opportunities for local businesses and organizations to gain visibility while contributing to high school sports. For more information, go to WausauWestBaseball.com and click on Diamond Club. Thanks again to the Wausau West Diamond Club for helping bring Wausau West Warrior Baseball to you on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Wausau Area Sports is more than play-by-play broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Go to WausauAreaSports.com for the latest news and information involving our high school sports teams, including Wausau West, Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wausau East, Marathon, Mosinee, and more. It's all at WausauAreaSports.com. Also, you can contact us there. If you have story ideas or questions, just go to WausauAreaSports.com and to the contact section. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information on where we are and what we're covering. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well so you miss none of the action. Wausau Area Sports on YouTube, at WausauAreaSports.com, on Facebook and Instagram. The Wausau Area's newest source for information and play-by-play of high school sports. Wausau Area Sports. Chad Holmes again from Wausau East, where the Lumberjacks are coming to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. Warriors threatened but left the bases loaded in this scoreless game. Cam Rye will lead things off for Wausau East against Warriors starting pitcher Parker Helke. So Parker Helke, working out of the stretch in all circumstances, will kick and deal. Check swing, but a ball that was in there for strike 1 called. Parker Helke making his 9th appearance on the mound this season. No wins and 1 loss. Earned run average of 3.97. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a good breaking ball. Strike 2. Helke has thrown 22 in the 3rd innings, 30 hits, 21 runs, 15 of which have been earned. 8 walks and 15 strikeouts. 0-2 pitch. There's a well-hit ball down the left field line that's going to go into foul territory and be out of play. Little bit in front was Rye, 0-2. Rye, Ethan Lopno, and Logan Glavinsky, the top 3 in the Wausau East order here in the bottom of the first inning. Warrior outfield, Alex Capitz in left field, Cam Blasky in center. Marshall Helke starts in right. We'll give you the Warrior infield D in just a moment. Parker Helke kicks and deals. Bounces in there for ball 1. Carson Thurs at third base. Joe Gravine is at shortstop. Will Stengel, the second baseman. Ty Teskey at first. Rowan Robbins, the catcher. And Parker Helke is the starting pitcher. Helke is set. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another good breaking ball as Rye comes up empty for out number 1. Up next for East is their first baseman, Ethan Lopno. Left-handed batter. Parker Helke kicks and deals. Low and inside for ball 1. Over at Wausau West today, the Warriors softball team is in action, taking on Stratford in a non-conference game. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Warriors have a 3-0 lead. They had 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. So a 3-0 lead for West over Stratford in high school softball over at the West Diamond. Pitch is inside for ball 2. Wausau West softball team found out their playoff bracket last night. They are a number 11 seed in their Division I sectional number 2. 2-0 pitch. Misses inside for ball 3. Warriors will make a short road trip. Last year we went all the way to Superior for their first playoff game. Well, this year only across the way to DC Everest. Everest is the number 6 seed in that bracket, so that is a first-round playoff next Tuesday. 3-0 is in there for a call strike 1. Warrior baseball team will not find out their postseason bracket until next week. The other divisions 2, 3, and 4, all had their brackets released earlier today. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and that will run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So battling back is Parker Helke. Here's the payoff pitch. Low and inside, and there is the first base runner for East as Ethan Lopno draws a base on balls.
Lopno draws the full count walk, bringing up the pitcher, number 24, Logan Glavinsky.
Logan Glavinsky will now step in for East. Starting pitcher today for the Jacks. He was 0 for 3 in the game on Tuesday across town. Pitch hits the bottom of the strike zone on the outside corner for strike 1 called. Teskey will hold the runner at first as Lopno will take his lead. Going through his signs, Rowan Robbins behind the dish. He'll set the target. Parker Helke peeks at the runner, kicks and deals. Low and outside for a ball. You see here with Helke, as he peeks at the runner, he looks over his left shoulder, his front shoulder. Glavinsky, again, I don't see it very often, but it actually is very interesting. Gives a different look as he looks over his right shoulder as a right-handed thrower with a runner at first. One pitch. Outside. And that'll make it 2 balls and a strike. Again, gorgeous day here at Wausau East. So much sunshine, moderate temperatures. A little bit, I think, cooler than what we expect this time of year, but still very nice day to be out and watching high school baseball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Low and outside, and Helke in a little trouble here, down 3 balls and 1 strike. Mentioned Tuesday, we saw a lot of pitchers that were in front in the count. So far here in the first inning of this one, we've seen pitchers going from behind. Helke kicks and deals. Just misses a tad low, and that's ball 4, and back-to-back walks have put runners on first and second for East with just 1 out. And their cleanup man, Connor Lemerond, coming to the plate. We'll get a courtesy runner for the pitcher here for the Lumberjacks. As coming out and doing the running will be Peter Winter.
Courtesy running for the pitcher is number 3, Peter Winter.
So the Warriors had an opportunity in the top of the inning. Now the Lumberjacks getting an opportunity here in the bottom half of the frame. Peeking back at the runner at second is Helke, and he'll fire a fastball. Inner portion at the knees for strike 1 called. Connor Lemeron was the pitcher for East on Tuesday, pitched well in that game. He had a hit as well at the plate. He had one of the two Wausau East hits on Tuesday. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Right on the outside corner was that fastball from Helke. Great location. Trying to get out there and get a piece of it was Lemeron, but it's 0-2. Lopno off of second. Winter leads off first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a liner into left. That's going to be a fair ball. And East will take the lead. Rounding third is Lopno. He will come in and score. And the Lumberjacks take a 1-0 lead. So Lemeran able to lace one right down the left field line. It did not curve at all. It just stayed straight and landed fair. Stopping at second is Winter. And now second baseman Tyler Stashek will step in. So East, after getting shut out on Tuesday, get on the board early here today. Fastball in there for strike 1 called. So Tyler Stashek, who is one of the standouts for the Lumberjacks in that 5-3 win at West back in April. No balls and 1 strike. There's a fly ball right field side. Coming over is Marshall Helke. Could not get there. Goes all the way to the fence. Here comes the first runner. Now getting stopped at third will be Lemeron, and into second will be Tyler Stashek, and it's 2-0 Wausau East.
RBI double to right field. Brings up the right fielder, number 19, Zach Pearson.
Marshall Helke got there. He had the glove out there, and it just went off the edge of his mitt. And then he had to go chasing it down at the fence in deep right field. Second and third. 1 out for Zach Pearson. Boy, right now a chance for a big inning for Wausau East. Pitch is a fastball up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Pearson waves the bat, hands up near the right ear hole. Parker Helke sets just above the belt, kicks and deals. There's a flare off to the first base side, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. (2-0) East, bottom half of the first inning. Runners lead off second and third. Parker Helke kicks, fires. Misses off the inside corner for a ball. Pearson did not start on Tuesday. We saw him come on as a runner during the course of that game. Well, right now, Parker Helke could use a strikeout. Right here, right now. Fastball misses up and out of the zone. And right now, just a tough inning here for the right-hander. We've seen both the pitchers be forced to dig deep early. We saw a couple of complete games on Tuesday, and right now it's going to be difficult with a lot of pitches being thrown in the first inning. Off the outside, catches the outside corner for a strike, and that runs the count full, 3-2. Full count. First base is open. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Zach Pearson. And the payoff pitch. Fisting that one off to the first base side and out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. As I said, this would be a time for a strikeout if you're Parker Helke and the Warriors. Runners off third and second. Helke's ready, has the target. 3-2 pitch. Line drive into left, and that's in there for a base hit. That will score another run. An RBI single for Zach Pearson, and it's 3-0 Lumberjacks.
Pearson with the RBI single to left brings up the shortstop, number 2, Anders Bjerke.
So East, runners on the corners, and John Albee wants time, and he's going to walk out to the mound. The entire Wausau West infield D will be around the, and I think the Warriors are going to make a quick pitching change here, down by 3 in the first. So a pitching change is coming. We'll tell you about the change here for the Warriors in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning, 3 runs in for East. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Wausau East 3, Wausau West nothing. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Rocket Industrial's mission to package with less is a commitment to making a future that's better for the next generation. Their recommendations help manufacturers across the nation package with less material, less waste, less time, and with less cost. Their engineers and experts provide data-backed solutions that positively impact your bottom line. When you work with Rocket Industrial, you're working with a partner committed to making a difference. Rocket Industrial, package with less. Learn more at rocketindustrial.com.
Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage of Wausau West High School sports on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks for watching on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel, but we'd like to see you out and about supporting Wausau West student athletes in action. To see a listing of upcoming events at Wausau West High School, go to WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. That's WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage on Wausau Area Sport. New pitcher for the Wausau West Warriors, moving over from shortstop to the mound, Joe Gravine. So Joe Gravine will get the next chance here for the Warriors. Bottom half of the first inning. Wausau East with 3 runs in have a 3-0 lead. It looks as though we will have now Carson Thurs move from third base to shortstop. Will Stengel will move from second base to third base, and Parker Helke will go to second base. So those are the changes defensively for Wausau West. But now runners on the corners, 1 out. Anders Bjerke at the plate for Wausau East. See if Joe Gravine can settle things down on the hill here for Wausau West. Pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Well, for East, this has to be a good feeling. It's been a big struggle for the Lumberjacks since they won at West back in April. Have not been able to get much going offensively during these games, and now get a 3 spot here in the first. Fastball pops into the mid of Rowan Robbins for a called strike 1. But the good news for West is it's still early. We're only in the first inning. Pick off and back in safely at first is Pearson. Out of the stretch. Gravine kicks and fires. Fastball off the mitt of Rowan Robbins, but gets to it quickly to his left. Keeps the runners at first and third. But right now, again, would like to see either a strikeout or a pop-up if you're West. Pick off, and again, back in safely is Pearson. Robbins puts down the fingers, now sets the target. Gravine kicks and fires. There's a good fastball right above the knees. Strike 2 called. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Anders Bjerke. Bjerke was the flex player on Tuesday. He did play defensively, but was not in the batting order for East. Again, a long stare in from the right-hander. Peeks at the runners. 2-2. Swing and a miss. A good fastball from Gravine. Able to get the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, runners on the corners for
center fielder number 10, Kyler Barth.
Center fielder, number 10, Kyler Barth. Joe Gravine kicks and fires. That'll be lined to the first base side and off the netting. What? Did they call a balk? Apparently they called a balk. And a run comes in and scores. Yep, a balk will bring in the fourth run of the inning. As Stashek will score, Pearson advances to second, and East now leads 4-0. So that would be a no pitch, so it will not be a strike. It'll be 0-0. Boy, after getting the strikeout, to maybe get out of this frame with no more damage, bit of a gift run there for East. There's a high pop-up, foul territory, first base side, under it, and making the grab is first baseman Ty Teskey for out number 3. But a rough first inning for the Warriors as East sends 8 batters to the plate. 4 runs. 4 runs on 3 base hits, and 1 runner left on base. End of 1. Wausau East 4, Wausau West nothing. This is Warrior Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Too early to start thinking boats. Once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
Top of the second inning, Warriors coming to the plate with some work to do. They trail East by a score of 4-0. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters for West, Alex Capitz, Marshall Helke, and Rowan Robbins up against East starter Logan Glavinsky. Misses up and away for ball 1. Warriors did load the bases with 1 out in the first, could not get anything in. And then East with a 4 spot in the bottom of the inning. Pitch is low outside for ball 2. Levinsky has had a few issues with the strike zone here early. Had 2 walks in the first, ground ball third base side. Picked there by Lemerand. He'll flip across. It goes over the top of the first baseman. Rounding first, heading to second, and sliding in safely is Alex Capitz on the air. So the Warriors have a runner on second and nobody out for Marshall Helke.
Brings up the right fielder, number 24, Marshall Helke.
So Marshall Helke, an opportunity here to get the Warriors on the scoreboard. Helke 13 of 53 at the plate, 245 batting average, no home runs, and 7 RBI. Here's the pitch. Up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Well, this one has the feel, early at least, it could be a high-scoring affair. We saw a low-scoring affair on Tuesday, and this one just has that different feel at this point. Runner leads off second. Leveron. Excuse me. There's a pitch by Levinsky, and he'll be fouled off for a strike. Marshall Helke. Right-handed batter, hands up high. Cap is off of second. Glavinsky looks back. Takes a second peek, and now taking a little bit too much time for the liking of Marshall Helke. So Helke requests and receives time, and that's the key. You can just step out there. It does not necessarily mean that time will be granted. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, up and out of the strike zone. Ball 2. Warrior softball team has extended their lead to 6-0 against Stratford in the top of the 6th inning. Warriors with 3 in the second, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Runner off second. 2-1 pitch. There's a line drive into right field for a base hit, and it's going to go deep in the right center field. Rounding third, coming in and scoring is Capitz. Holding at first is Marshall Helke with the RBI hit, and the Warriors on the board make it 4-1.
Helke with the RBI single to right.
Well hit ball the other way for Marshall Helke.
Now up for the Warriors, number 6, Rowan Robbins.
So now Rowan Robbins, the Wausau West catcher and number 9 hitter, will step to the plate. Again, peeking over his right shoulder is Glavinsky, as that pitch is in there for strike 1 called. Again, it's very interesting, and I'm curious to. It'd be interesting to watch over the course of a season how if it's more effective or less effective, because again, usually look over the left shoulder, but Glavinsky looks over that right shoulder to the runner at first. And there's a pop, first base side, and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. 4-1. Wausau East with the lead. Nobody out. Runner on first. Top of the 2nd inning for the Warriors. Logan Glavinsky sets at the chest. Comes to the plate. Down low. Goes all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch will allow Marshall Helke to advance 90 feet. So another runner in scoring position now for the Warriors.
Helke advances second on the wild pitch.
The game on Tuesday just clicked right on by. I mean, it was like the pitchers were in charge. Here today, lots of heavy lifting for the pitchers as that fastball misses inside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Off of second base is Marshall Helke. Logan Glavinsky peeks at the runner. Comes to the plate. Ground ball, third base side, scooped there by Limrod. He'll flip across in time. Now advancing to third after the throw is Helke. 5-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, and Warrior center fielder Cam Blasky.
Choice, Limron over to Lopno to record the out. Brings up the top of the order, number 14.
Cam Blasky grounded out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Right now, the first job is get that run in with less than 2 outs. Fastball misses up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That one is in at the knees for a called strike 1. Also in the Wisconsin Valley Conference today, Stevens Point is at Marshfield. Spash clinched the conference title on Tuesday with their win over Marshfield. And DC Everest is home against Wisconsin Rapids. Fastball misses up and out of the zone for ball 2. Everest won in Rapids on Tuesday, so they are now in a tie, a 3-way tie for third in the conference. Fastball in the inside corner for a called strike 2. But you got Stevens Point up by 4 games over DC Everest, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Wausau West is in 5th, and Wausau East is in 6th in the conference standings. Off the outside corner, good eye at the plate there by Blasky. And the count runs full, 3-2. Will Stengel, the Wausau West third baseman now, is in the on-deck circle. Logan Levinsky has the target. Here's the payoff pitch. Liner right up the middle into center field for a base hit, and that will bring in the runner, Marshall Helke, and make it 4-2. Right through the box off the bat of Cam Blasky. Well hit ball for that RBI.
Lasky knocks the RBI single up.
And Will Stengel comes up next.
Bringing up the third baseman, number 10, Will Stengel.
So the Warriors have got two back here in the top of the second. 4-2 Lumberjacks. John Albee going through his signs in the third base coach's box, and now stepping in is Stengel. Stengel walked his first time up. Runner leads, and now a pickoff, and back in easily is Cam Blasky. Thanks to our sponsors, including Rocket Industrial. Thanks to Ryan and everybody at Rocket Industrial for their support of our broadcasts here on Wausau Area Sports. Levinsky sets, again peeks back at the runner, takes a second look, takes a third look, and now comes home. On the move is the runner, throw down to second, and in safely is Cam Blasky. Bit of a break because that ball got there first, but not able to take the bounce and make the tag was the second baseman Tyler Stashek. And now the Warriors have a runner on second and one out. Another runner in scoring position for Wausau West. And now Logan Levinsky will step off. Again, Cam Rye will go through his signs and set the target. Here's the pitch. Off the outside corner and a bit down for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Will Stengel settles back in. Hands up near the right ear hole as he waits. Blasky leads off second. Stashek trying to keep him close, and the pitch is way up and out of the strike zone for a ball. And again, a lot of pitches being thrown here early. Logan Levinsky was forced to throw a lot of pitches in the first, stranded the bases loaded, and has thrown a lot of pitches here in the second. .3-0. That one is right down the chute, taken for a strike. Joe Gravine, Wausau West pitcher, in the on-deck circle. Good hitters count right now for Will Stengel. Levinsky, long look at the runner at second. Now comes home. Up high, and that's ball 4. So a base on balls to Will Stengel. That will put the tying run on base for Wausau West as Joe Gravine will step in. John Winter is now going to head out, have a visit to the mound. See whether or not the Lumberjack coach, like the Wausau West coach, will make a early pitching change. And it looks as though pointing out towards the outfield and Maverick Ekstrom, it looks like he's going to jog in as Logan Levinsky will head off. Top of the second, 2 runs in for Wausau West. Runners on first and second. 4-2 Lumberjacks. Back and tell you about the new pitcher coming up. This is Wausau West baseball on Wausau Area Sports. The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything isn't everything. Even when you think things can never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
New pitcher here for the East Lumberjacks. Maverick Ekstrom does move in from left field. Logan Glavinsky is now at first base as well for the Lumberjacks.
The pitcher, number 11, Joe Gravine.
And Joe Gravine will step in for the Warriors. Gravine is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Working out of the stretch is Ekstrom. Runners off second and first. Low and outside on that sweeper for ball 1. Well, if you joined us late, Lumberjacks scored 4 times in the bottom of the first, and now the Warriors have 2 in and 2 runners on base in the top half of the second. One 0. There's a little chopper third base side. It'll be a foul ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Joe Gravine. Well, it looks as though we have the potential here of seeing a number of pitchers in this game. I'm sure the coaches are hoping that their second pitchers are able to go a little bit longer than the first. But, again, it's a completely different field than we did. Oh, there goes the runner. Pitch is taken for a ball. Throw down the third. And safe at third is Cam Blasky. I got screened on the umpire, so I was not sure, but he just was able to slide under that tag. Advancing to second is Stengel. Close play down at third.
Double steal for the Warriors.
And now tying run in scoring position for Wausau West. 2 balls and a strike on Joe Gravine. Ekstrom sets, kicks, fires. Off the inside corner for ball 3. Runners off third and second. There's a little pop-up, short center field, long run. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Runners were holding, so just 1 run will score. But a little blooper by Gravine is an RBI single, and the Warriors to within 1 at 4-3.
Base hit, RBI, single to right for Gravine.
So runners on the corners and 1 out for Ty Teskey. So another RBI chance as catcher Cam Ryan is going to signal to his infield, I think just in case that the runner breaks at first. What is the plan here for East? Left-handed batter, Teskey walked his first time up. Pickoff move, and back in head first is Joe Gravine. Out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball, left field side. It's going to curl into foul territory. Going over, taking a look, but not able to get there in deep left field for the Lumberjacks. I believe now in left field is Lotno. Four to 3. Lumberjacks lead the Warriors. Top of the second inning. Runners lead off third and first. 1 out. No balls and 1 strike. Ekstrom, there's another little fly ball, same spot, well, a little bit further. That ball's going to be out of play, and strike 2. Well, great day to be out, and looks like we may be out here for a while today. There's a ground ball up the middle, right to the shortstop, bobbled. Flip to second for 1, and that's all the Jacks will get, as coming in to score will be Stengel. Fielder's choice, RBI for Teskey, and we are back to even at 4-4.
Teskey grounds out to the shortstop for the second out of the inning.
Any chance of a double play was taken away on the bobble, but smart play by Stashek. Instead of, he did not try to throw it because he had no chance at first. As Keegan Kuzan will take the first pitch up and away for ball 1. 8th batter to come to the plate for Wausau West in this inning. Maverick Ekstrom sets and fires. There's a little pop-up short left field. Going back is Bierke, but he'll get there and make the grab for out number 3. But the Warriors get them all back. Wausau West scores 4 times in the top of the second inning. 4 runs on 3 base hits and 1 runner left on base. End of an inning and a half. Wausau West 4, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports and on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Thanks to the Wausau West Baseball Diamond Club for their support of our broadcast of Warrior Baseball on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Community support through the Diamond Club is crucial for our student athletes. All race funds directly benefit the program. The Diamond Club offers several advertising opportunities for local businesses and organizations to gain visibility while contributing to high school sports. For more information, go to WausauWestBaseball.com and click on Diamond Club. Thanks again to the Wausau West Diamond Club for helping bring Wausau West Warrior Baseball to you on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel.
Alcoholics Anonymous. We're here to help. For more information, visit aa.org and download the meeting guide app.
Maverick Ekstrom leading things off for East in the bottom of the second of this 4-4 game. Fastball from Gervine is in there for a called strike 1. We missed the first pitch. It was a ball. 1 ball, then 1 strike. 9, 1, and 2 hitters for East in the second. Ekstrom, Cam Rye, and Ethan Lopno. 1-1 ground ball towards shortstop. Carson Thurs will pick. He'll fire across and a stretch, and holding the bag is Teskey for out number 1. Good stretch at first by Teskey, 6-3 on the putout. And now back to the top of the inning. Back to the top of the order, and Cam Rye. Rye is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. Pitch from Gervine is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Working out of the stretch in all circumstances is Joe Gervine. Fastball misses for ball 2. Haven't seen a lot of Joe Gervine on the mound this season. Give his numbers here in just a moment. 2-0. Followed back to the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is his 6th appearance as an 0-1 record. 6 innings pitched, 17 hits, 10 runs, 9 of which have been earned, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a 10.50 earned run average. So again, a very small sample. That one is right down the chute, taken for a called strike 2. when you have as few of innings as Gravine has. If he goes deep into this one, he can take a big dent out of that ERA. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3 for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Lumberjacks. And after 3 very long half innings, the potential for a quick bottom of the second is there, but got to get through Ethan Lopno first.
Brings up the left fielder, Ethan Lopno.
Lopno walked and scored the first Wausau East run in the first inning. Pitch is a fastball off the outside corner for ball 1. Again tomorrow, we'll be back with the Wausau West baseball team in Mosinee. 4:45 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch, right here on Wausau Area Sports. Fastball pops into the mid of Rowan Robbins, and they called strike 1. One ball, one strike. Liner into left field for a base hit. Serving that one right in the hole between short and third was Ethan Lopno. Well hit ball for the Lumberjack base hit. Runner on first, 2 outs for Logan Glavinsky.
First baseman, number 24, Logan Glavinsky.
Glavinsky, who started out as the pitcher, now at first base. Pitch is inside for ball 1. Glavinsky also walked and scored a run as part of that 4-run bottom of the first inning for East. Taking a lead off of first is Lopno. Here's the pitch. There's a chopper third base side. That'll be a foul ball. Ball and a strike. But again, just to recap, 4:45 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch tomorrow, non-conference. Warriors in Mosinee. And we'll be live for Mosinee for that one right here on Wausau Area Sports. One. Ground ball third base side, and again, it goes foul. If you have not done so, if you're watching right now, please hit that subscribe button. Got to get those subscriptions and those subscribers up. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. It just means that you'll be informed on when we have our broadcasts. Pick off, and it gets away. Getting up and heading to second base is Lopno. That will be an error and put a runner in scoring position now for Wausau East. The thing about it was that it was a slow move back towards first by Lopno. If that ball is on target, he may have been out. But it was into the artificial dirt, scooted past the first baseman, and he'll advance 90 feet. But again, please hit that subscribe button and show your support for us here at Wausau Area Sports. Good fastball right on the outside corner from Joe Gravine. Strike 3, and the Lumberjacks will strand a runner in scoring position in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base for East in the second. Heading to the third, it is Wausau West 4, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
2 up for the Warriors.
Wausau Area Sports is more than play-by-play broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Go to wausauareasports.com for the latest news and information involving our high school sports teams, including Wausau West, Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wausau East, Marathon, Mosinee, and more. It's all at wausauareasports.com. Also, you can contact us there. If you have story ideas or questions, just go to wausauareasports.com and to the contact section. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information on where we are and what we're covering. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well so you miss none of the action. Wausau Area Sports on YouTube, at wausauareasports.com, on Facebook and Instagram. The Wausau area's newest source for information and play-by-play of high school sports. Wausau Area Sports. Back here at Wausau East as we head to the top half of inning number 3. Warriors and the Lumberjacks all even, 4-4. Wausau West wins on the softball diamond. The Warriors' final game before starting the playoffs on Tuesday. Wausau West 6, Stratford 1.
Carson Thurs.
3 hits for Jaden Elke in that win for the Warriors. Carson Thurs will lead things off for the Warriors. A breaking ball and a good one from Maverick Ekstrom for strike 1 called. And the 0-1 misses for ball 1. So it is Carson Thurs, Alex Capitz, and Marshall Helke for the Warriors in the top of the 3rd. Pitch is inside. Count runs to 2-1. There's a swing and a fly ball, well hit center field, way back over the head of Kyler Barth all the way to the fence. Rounding first, heading to second, and standing up with a double to lead off the inning for the Warriors is Carson Thurs. So the potential lead run is in scoring position for Wausau West.
Thurs sends one just over the outstretched arm.
Good effort by Kyler Barth in center. For a moment thought he might get there.
Brings up the left fielder, number 7, Alex Capitz.
And now Alex Capitz will step in. Out of the stretch, Maverick Ekstrom peeks back at the runner. Square around, there's the bunt. It'll be fouled off on the third base side. Also in that Wausau West win over Stratford in softball, in addition to Jaden Elke's 3 hits, Brooklyn Kalmus and Olivia O'Keefe each had 2 hits as well for the Warriors. Runner off of second. Here's the pitch, another square around. Fastball off the corner, pick off back to second, and just back in safely is third. That was a good throw by Cam Rye. But that's good base running. You have to know exactly how far you can go and still get back safely, and that's what happened right there. Pick off, and nobody at the bag is stepping off is Ekstrom, and back in safely again is Carson Thurs. Another stare in from Ekstrom to his catcher Cam Rye. Another square around. Pitch is right on the outside corner. That one looks like it came back just a little bit as it got to the strike zone. That is a perfect pitch from Ekstrom, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, lead by Thurs off of second. Here's the pitch. Just getting that head of the bat out there, fighting it off for another pitch is Capitz at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second here for the Warriors. Here's the pitch, ground ball to the right-hand side, big hole, and into right field for a base hit. Rounding third, here comes Thurs. He'll go in head first without a throw, and the Warriors take a 5-4 lead. Good 2-strike hitting by Capitz. He just served it into the big hole between the first and second baseman for the RBI hit. And now Marshall Helke, who had an RBI single of his own, his first time up, will step to the plate. So Wausau West, after trailing 4-0, now have their first lead at 5-4. Ekstrom's pitch. That's in there at the knees for a called strike 1. Just the top of the 3rd inning, so still early on here. There's a pop-up behind home plate coming over, but running out of room is Cam Rye. No balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed batter. Hands up near the right ear hole as he waits. Way up high, those hands. Runners on the move. Ground ball towards shortstop. Oh, and it gets through, and all hands will be safe. I think Anders Bjerke was trying to grab it and flip it too quickly with the runner on the move.
Reaches on the air,
so now, runners on first and second. Nobody out for Rowan Robbins. Rowan Robbins grounded to third base his first time up. Ekstrom. Another square around and a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 called. Rowan Robbins, number 9 hitter in the order here today for the Warriors, takes a peek down towards John Albee in the third base coach's box. Second, Wausau East pitcher Maverick Ekstrom. He started in left field before moving to the mound in the second. Pick off, back to the bag, and sliding in safely will be Alex Capitz. Taking a pretty good lead off a second is Capitz. Here's a square around, and the pitch is a fair ball. Good bunt, picked up at first by Glavinsky. He'll flip to first in time, but the sacrifice bunt is successful by Rowan Robbins. And now runners on second and third, and 1 out for the top of the order, and Cam Blasky. Well executed, really perfect bunt by Rowan Robbins. Cam Blasky had an RBI single, scored a run in the second. He is 1 for 2. Infield is playing back. They will exchange an out for a run at this point of the game. Maverick Ekstrom sets at the belt. Kicks and deals. Up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. 5-4 Warriors. 4 runs for East in the bottom of the first. 4 for the Warriors in the top of the second, and 1 here in the top of the third. 1-0. There's a fly ball left field. Ethan Lopno, trading the sun, gets called off by Kyler Barth. Tag at third, coming in and scoring will be Alex Capitz. I think that was a case where Lopno was fighting the sun and coming over and taking charge with Barth. Good base running by Capitz to score. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Blasky, and the Warriors now lead 6-4. For a moment, I thought maybe that ball popped away from the center fielder. But now Will Stengel will step in for the Warriors. Runner on second with 2 outs as that pitch is over the inside corner for a called strike 1. Marshall Helke takes his lead off second. Again, Stashik trying to keep him close as he hovers near the bag. 0-1. There's a fly ball, well hit left field. Back is Lopno, and he will fall. He cannot bring it in. All the way to the fence. Coming in to score is Marshall Helke. Heading towards third. Head first dive, safe at third is Will Stengel. Again, that is a hard field right now, that left field. And as he just got to the ball, losing his footing and falling, was Lopno, so it'll be an RBI triple for Will Stengel. And it's now 7-4 Wausau West. Joe Gravine now steps in, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Gravine has a couple of base hits, single in the first and an RBI single in the second. Catches the outside corner for a called strike 1. So a 7-4 lead here for Wausau East. Breaking ball and a good one from Maverick Ekstrom. Strike 2 called. One ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner off at third. Ekstrom's pitch. There's a roller pull foul, third base side, taken on the second hop by John Albee. Well, the bats have come alive here in this one. Down into the artificial dirt, blocked by Rye, and the count evens up at 2-2. Artificial turf on the infield here at Wausau East, just like at Wausau West, and natural grass in the outfield. 2-2. Low and outside and backhanded by Rye, and the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. If Gravine reaches base, Teskey would come up next. Payoff pitch. Outside on a fastball, and that's ball 4. So a base on balls to Gravine. He has now reached base 3 consecutive times. Runners on the corners for Ty Teskey. Ty Teskey walked in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the second. Left-handed batter settles in. Ekstrom fires. There's a high fly ball, center field. Kyler Barth coming in, makes the call and makes the grab for out number 3. Well, the Warriors add 3 more runs in the top of the third. 3 runs on 3 base hits and 2 runners left on base. End of 2.5 here from Wausau East High School. It is the Warriors 7 and the Wausau East Lumberjacks 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
The Warriors get 3 runs on 3 hits.
No. Too early to start thinking boats. Once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
Number 15, Connor Lemerand.
Connor Lemerand will lead things off for Wausau East in the bottom of the 3rd inning, with the Warriors holding a 7-4 lead. Joe Gravine's pitch is a chopper pulled foul on the 3rd base side. Also in the Valley today in high school baseball, Stevens Point leads Marshfield at Hackman Field in Marshfield, bottom of the 3rd inning by a score of 6-0. DC Everest over at Simon Field at DCE. They lead over Wisconsin Rapids 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning as well. 0-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat of Connor Lemerand. Strike 2. Wausau West tomorrow in Mosinee, and Mosinee today in the Great Northern Conference. They are bringing out the bats. Mosinee leads Lakeland 17-2. And I think that one's actually over. That should be 15-run rule, bottom of the 4th inning. So 17-2, Mosinee over Lakeland. Ground ball pulled foul, 3rd base side. We'll do it again at 0-2. But again, tomorrow, 4:45 airtime, 5 o'clock for the first pitch. Wausau West at Mosinee, right here on Wausau Area Sports. Rib Lake leads Marathon today in high school baseball as well by a score of 6-2. That game is in the top of the 6th inning in Marathon. 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Painting the outside corner that time was Joe Gravane. And Lemerond, who had a 2 RBI single his first time up, is retired to start off the 3rd inning. Tyler Stashek had a double and scored a run back in the 1st. Pitch is a fastball, just a little bit low for ball 1. Tyler Stashek, right-handed batter. Joe Gravine, the right-handed thrower. Kicks and deals. Right down the middle. Strike 2 called. Actually, strike 1 called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rowan Robbins putting down the fingers, setting the target. Working quickly is Gravine. And there's a hard grounder between first and second into right field for a base hit. Bounces away from Marshall Helke, but not far enough for the runner to advance. So 2 out of 2 today is Tyler Stashek. Runner on first, 1 out for right fielder, number 6 hitter, Zach Pearson. Fifth base hit of the game for the Lumberjacks. Runner leads off first. Gravine's pitch. Drops down low. Ball 1. Thanks to the Cloverbelt Credit Union for their support of our broadcast of Wausau West Warrior High School Sports. Check out CCU at ccuwausa.com. Since 1936, local lenders lending local money. Hard grounder right to the first base bag. Teskey will throw to second. And out at second as well is Stashek. Well hit ball right down the first base side. Good play made by Teskey. Take the bag and then fired to second for the tag out. So a 3-6 double play to end the inning for Wausau East. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base for East in the 3rd. After 3, it is Wausau West 7, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Rocket Industrial's mission to package with less is a commitment to making a future that's better for the next generation. Their recommendations help manufacturers across the nation package with less material, less waste, less time, and with less cost. Their engineers and experts provide data-backed solutions that positively impact your bottom line. When you work with Rocket Industrial, you're working with a partner committed to making a difference. Rocket Industrial, package with less. Learn more at rocketindustrial.com.
Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage of Wausau West High School sports on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks for watching on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel, but we'd like to see you out and about supporting Wausau West student athletes in action. To see a listing of upcoming events at Wausau West High School, go to WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. That's WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Keegan Cruzan will lead things off for Wausau West in the top of the 4th. Warriors 7, Lumberjacks 4. First pitch is a off-speed delivery from Maverick Ekstrom. Misses down low for ball 1. Keegan Cruzan, Carson Thurs, and Alex Capitz due up for West in the top of the 4th. Ekstrom's pitch misses off the inside corner for ball 2. Keegan Cruzan is 0 for 2. He has struck out and also popped up. Cruzan was 2 for 2 in the victory, 4-0 for the Warriors on Tuesday over East. Fastball, a little bit up and out of the strike zone for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. The right-hander Ekstrom is ready. Misses way outside on that 3-0 pitch, and that's ball 4. So Cruzan reaches base to start off the Warrior 4th. And Carson Thurs, who doubled and scored a run his last time up, will step in.
Bringing up the shortstop, number 23, Carson Thurs.
Thurs is 1 for 2. He's also hit into a fielder's choice. Maverick Ekstrom peeks at the runner, comes to the plate. Gets the outside corner for a called strike 1. 13th conference game of the season for these squads. Final 2 league games will be next week. Up and out of the zone. Pickoff back to first, and sliding back in safely is Cruzan. Next week, the Warriors will play Tuesday in Marshfield and home next Thursday against Marshfield. Wausau East next week will host DC Everest on Tuesday and travel to Everest on Thursday to wrap up their conference campaign. Pitch is off the inside corner, taken for a ball. Carson Thurs, sophomore, steps back in for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. That is in there for strike 2 called. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cam Rye, the catcher, will give the target. Ekstrom's pitch. There's a pop into the screen on the right-hand side. We'll do it again at 2-2. Seven to 4. Warriors with the lead. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch is inside, and it hit him. So a hit batsman will put runners on first and second with nobody out for the Warriors.
Thurs wears 1 for the hard 90.
And now Alex Capitz, the left fielder and number 7 hitter, will step in. So a chance here for the Warriors to keep up the offensive momentum. Scored 4 times in the second, 3 more times in the third. Looking to bunt, will be called back to the screen. Strike 1. Capitz is 1 for 2. Has an RBI, has scored a pair of runs. Ekstrom misses low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Feels like the spring sports season has just clipped right on by. Just a week to go in the regular season, then the postseason playoffs will begin. We'll know that bracket next week for Division 1. Square around, and again, low and outside for ball 2. But you can go to WIAAWI.org for a look at the Divisions 2, 3, and 4 brackets in high school baseball. But Division 1, we will not know until next week. 2 balls and 1 strike. Another square around. There's the bunt. It's a good one. Picked up by Ekstrom. Just 1 play. Fires the first in time, but the sacrifice is successful. And now runners on second and third with 1 out for Marshall Helke.
Next up, for the Warriors, right fielder number 24, Marshall Helke.
Marshall Helke has an RBI single and has also reached on an error. He has scored a pair of runs. Here's the pitch. Up and inside, and that's ball 1. Taking a moment near the top of the pitcher's mound is Maverick Ekstrom. He'll toe and look in for the side. The right-hander's ready. Sets at the belt, kicks and deals. There's a high pop-up behind home plate, And that is going to be out of play, just to my right. Ball and a strike. And right now, of course, contact is big for Marshall Helke. He has the angles. As you can see, the middle infielders and the entire infield of that is pinched in for the Lumberjacks. They want to try and cut down that run at third base. There's a little pop-up, short right field, long run for Zach Pearson. Will he get there? Dives, and he makes the grab. And not tagging at third is the runner, so that is the second out of the inning. Great play in right.
What a play, Zach Pearson
on his horse.
Laying out, showing the leather for the second out of the inning. Runners may not advance.
And we just got a visit to the cliche department. It's now stepping in for the Warriors will be Rowan Robbins.
Put a star next to that one, folks.
So Rowan Robbins will now try to get those runners in from third and second with 2 outs. Rowan laid down a sacrifice bunt his last time up. He is 0 for 1. Infield back to their normal depth, and now stepping off is Maverick Ekstrom. Right-handed batter against the right-handed thrower. Boy, the tempo has been much slower for the pitchers here for the most part today than we saw on Tuesday. Now we fall back to the screen for strike one. Teskey worked especially fast on Tuesday. He was in a rhythm, and he just wanted to get the sign, get the target, and get right back at it. No balls and 1 strike. That will catch the top of the zone on the inside corner for a called strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Ekstrom trying to work out of this jam for East in the top of the 4th. Looks into Rye for the target. 0-2 pitch. And that was a good 2-strike pitch. That was right where Rye wanted it, off the outside corner. Good eye at the plate by Rowan Robbins, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's when you want that batter to try to go and reach, and Robbins had good discipline from the right-handed box. There's a well-hit ball center field on his horse's barth way back, and that's going to be a gapper and go all the way to the track. That will score 2 runs, and into second with a 2-out, 2 RBI double is Rowan Robbins, and the Warriors now lead 9-4. Big 2-out hit there for the Warriors, and now back to the top of the order. And Cam Blasky will get a courtesy runner as Breck Blaubach will go out there and do the running here for Wausau West.
Going with the 2 RBI double to left center. Courtesy running for the Warriors, number 21, Breck Blaubach.
But that was, again, set up after that 0-2 pitch that he took off the outside corner. Again, the discipline. And then coming in was Ekstrom with a ball that got a lot of home plate. And not missing that mistake was Rowan Robbins. Here's the pitch to Cam Blasky. That misses outside for ball 1. Blasky has a couple of RBI in this game, had an RBI single in the second and a sacrifice fly RBI in the third. He is 1 for 2 officially. 9-4 Warriors. 9 straight runs for West after East scored the first 4 of this game. Pitch is off the inside corner for ball 2. 2-0 on Cam Blasky. Maverick Ekstrom has been on the hill for East since the 2nd inning. He came on in the middle of that inning, replacing Logan Glavinsky. Pitch is going outside, scoots to the backstop, and Breck Blaubach will get the third turn and stay right there. Cam Rye will walk slowly back behind home plate as walking to the top of the mound is Maverick Ekstrom. 3-0 the count now on Blasky with Will Stengel in the on-deck circle for Wausau West. Fastball hangs a little bit up, and that's ball 4. So now runners on the corners and 2 outs for Will Stengel. Stengel has walked twice and also tripled. Walked in the first, walked in the second, scored a run in the second, and then tripled and had an RBI in the third. Looks like John Winter is going to head out to the mound and have a word or maybe make a pitching change. We'll have to wait and see. And it looks like a pitching change as following John Winter out of the Wausau East dugout is Peter Winter. It looks like he'll be coming into the game. So a pitching change coming up here for the East Lumberjacks in the top of the fourth inning. Warriors have scored twice in this frame, have runners on first and third with 2 outs. Wausau West 9, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports and the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything is in everything. Even when you think things could never ever be the same, don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path, all you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
And the new pitcher for the East Lumberjacks is Peter Winter, right-hander. He is a sophomore. Saw him at second base on Tuesday over at West for the matchup, but he'll try to get out of this inning.
Baseman number 10, Will Stengel.
Runners on first and third for the Warriors with 2 outs as Will Stengel will come to the plate. Again, Stengel had an RBI triple his last time up in the third inning. Runners off third and first. Peter Winter sets, fires. And there's a high pop-up, foul territory, first base side, coming over and making the grab is Logan Glavinsky in foul territory for out number 3. But the Warriors do add a couple of runs in the frame. 2 runs on 1 base hit and 2 runners left on base. We are halfway through, middle of the 4th inning. Wausau West 9, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks to the Wausau West Baseball Diamond Club for their support of our broadcast of Warrior Baseball on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Community support through the Diamond Club is crucial for our student athletes. All race funds directly benefit the program. The Diamond Club offers several advertising opportunities for local businesses and organizations to gain visibility while contributing to high school sports. For more information, go to wausauwestbaseball.com and click on Diamond Club. Thanks again to the Wausau West Diamond Club for helping bring Wausau West Warrior Baseball to you on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel.
Rocket Industrial's mission to package with less is a commitment to making a future that's better for the next generation. Their recommendations help manufacturers across the nation package with less material, less waste, less time, and with less cost. Their engineers and experts provide data-backed solutions that positively impact your bottom line. When you work with Rocket Industrial, you're working with a partner committed to making a difference. Rocket Industrial, package with less. Learn more at rocketindustrial.com.
Anders Bierke will lead things off for East in the bottom half of the fourth inning as the Warriors with a lead by a score of 9-4. And the first pitch is popped up. Left-hand side, coming in is Carson Thurs at shortstop. He'll make the call and make the grab for out number 1. So one pitch and one out for the Jacks.
As Bierke flies out to Thurs for the first out of the inning. Now up, the center fielder, number 10, Kyler Barth.
And that will bring up the center fielder, Kyler Barth. Pitch is a fastball right at the knees for strike one called. Kyler Barth is popped up to first, his only plate appearance back in the first inning. And there's a foul ball at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. East scored 4 times in the bottom of the first. Took a 4-0 lead. The Warriors came back, tied it up with a 4 spot in the top of the second. And there's a ground ball towards second base. Parker Helke will pick. He'll flip to first in time for out number 2. Well, Joe Gravine has done quite a job here since he's come on. Throwing strikes.
Brings up the pitcher, number 3, Peter Winter.
So Peter Winter will get his first AB. Right-handed batter. Swings at the first pitch. He'll be popped up and out of play. Teams have split the first 2 meetings this season. The first meeting back in April, Wausau East won at West by a score of 5-3. Warriors won on Tuesday this week. There's a little pop-up, foul territory first base side. They'll drop. But on Tuesday, the Warriors defeated the Lumberjacks by a score of 4-0. Pitch is in there for strike 3 called, and that will do it for the Lumberjacks in the fourth. Very quick 1-2-3 inning from Wausau West pitcher Joe Gravine. Again, Gravine has come on and really settled things down for Wausau West over the last couple of innings. No runs on no base hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the fourth inning. Heading to the fifth, it is Wausau West leading over Wausau East by a score of 9-4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Wausau Area Sports is more than play-by-play broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Go to wausauareasports.com for the latest news and information involving our high school sports teams, including Wausau West, Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wausau East, Marathon, Mosinee, and more. It's all at wausauareasports.com. Also, you can contact us there. If you have story ideas or questions, just go to wausauareasports.com and to the contact section. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information on where we are and what we're covering. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well so you miss none of the action. Wausau Area Sports on YouTube, at wausauareasports.com, on Facebook and Instagram. The Wausau area's newest source for information and play-by-play of high school sports. Wausau Area Sports.
The pitcher, number 11, Joe Gravine.
Joe Gravine will lead things off for Wausau West in the top of the 5th inning, with the Warriors holding a 9-4 lead over the Wausau East Lumberjacks. Gravine has had a good day, both in terms of his offense and also his defense and pitching especially, as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Peter Winter out of the windup. Here's the pitch, right on the outside corner for strike 1 called. But Joe Gravine singled in the first, had an RBI single in the second, walked in the third. Here's Winter's 1-1. Low and outside, evens things up at a ball and a strike. Cam Rye, the catcher today, sets the target. And there's a pop-up for space side out of play. Want to remind you, I announced it earlier today, that coming up a week from Saturday, it is graduation day for Wausau West. And we will be live streaming the graduation ceremony right here on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Ground ball to the left-hand side, and a diving play by Limrod. Gets up, fires the first, and beating it out for an infield single will be Joe Gravine. But a great effort at third base there by Connor Lemron to snag that one and then fire across. But Gravine gets another base hit.
Gravine beats out the infield single by listening to his dad to beat it.
Next up, with a runner on first, with nobody out, will be Ty Teske. Teske walked in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the second, and flew out to center field in the third. He is 0 for 2. Winter to the plate. Misses inside on a fastball for ball 1. Earlier today, over at the Wausau West softball diamond, the Warriors softball team finished their regular season with a 6-1 win over Stratford. Jaden Elke had 3 base hits. Brooklyn Kalmus and also Olivia O'Keefe had 2 hits each for West. There's a fly ball left field side. Long run is going to curl into foul territory and drop in foul territory for a strike. One ball and 1 strike. But again, the Warrior softball team wins 6-1. They will be at DC Everest in a WIAA Division I regional semifinal next Tuesday. Warriors got a number 11 seed in their bracket. Everest is number 6. Lead taken at first by Gravine. Pickoff move, and back in safely is Joe Gravine. Left-handed hitting Ty Teske waits. Peter Winter sets, kicks and deals. Low and inside, taken for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Busy day over here at Wausau East. There's a track meet going on across the way. Again, pretty good lead taken at first. Winter's pitch. There's a hard hit ground ball pulled foul on the first base side. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But yep, playoffs get underway for the softball girls next Tuesday. Winter's ready. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, and out front was Teske. And the first strikeout for Winter and the first out of the inning. Runner on first now for designated hitter Keegan Cruzan. Oh, actually, we're going to get Breck Blabach stepping in. Get his first at-bat of the day.
Batting in place of Cruzan for the Warriors, number 21, Breck Blabach.
So Breck Blabach will step into the right-handed batter's box. Been an active couple of weeks. Last week, the Warriors, of course, had the 4 games, had the couple of games against Stevens Point, but then had the games in Tomah on Saturday against Tomah and Chippewa Falls. Pitch is low and outside. Good stop made by Cam Rye. Ball 1. But this week, 3 games. Got the 2 against Wausau East in the conference. And then the non-conference game in Mosinee coming up tomorrow. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball catches the bottom of the strike zone, evens things up at 1-1. But again, tomorrow we'll be on the air. Looks like it'll be another nice day weather-wise, but if you are not able to get to Mosinee, tune in starting at 4:45 for the pregame and 5 o'clock for the first pitch. Liner past the pitcher towards second base. Stashek. He'll flip to second for one. On to first, not in time. So a fielder's choice. Turned it more into a looping liner from Breck Blabach. So 4-6 on the force. 2 outs in the inning.
Black grounds into the fielder's choice. Brings up the shortstop, number 23, Carson Thurs.
So now Carson Thurs, who has doubled, has been hit by a pitch, has hit into a fielder's choice. 1 for 2 officially, 2 runs scored. Fastball, outside corner at the knees from Winter for strike 1 called. So Peter Winter, young right-hander, again a sophomore for East. Looks in towards Cam Rye for the sign and the target. Leading off first is Blabach. Here's a fly ball right field side. Zach Pearson has a long run, and he'll get there and make another nice grab. Boy, that was a nice play. He had to go near the line and into foul territory to make the play, but the Warriors are held scoreless in the 5th. No runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. End of 4.5. It is Wausau West 9 and Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Too early to start thinking boats. Once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
Lumberjacks coming to the plate in the bottom half of the 5th inning, trailing the Warriors by a score of 9-4. For East, it will be the top of the order. Cam Rye will lead things off, and the first pitch from Joe Gravine is in there for strike 1 called. Boy, Gravine has been throwing the ball very well since moving over from shortstop back in the 1st inning. There's a fly ball right field side coming over, but under it and making the grab is... Trying to see, is that still Marshall Helke out there? I'm not sure.
Rye knocks one to the right fielder, Marcus Koenig, who just...
Marcus Koenig, yeah, I didn't think that was Helke. That's Marcus Koenig out there, who just came into right field to make that grab. So again, 1 pitch and 1 out for Wausau East in the bottom of the 5th. Ethan Lopno, who has walked and singled, will now step in. Pitch is just off the outside corner for ball 1. But again, since coming on, Gravine has allowed just 1 base hit. Fastball, again, just off the outside corner for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Left-handed batter, slightly closed stance. 2-0. Ground ball to the third base side, picked nicely by Stengel, flips across in time for the out. So Will Stengel, who's playing the hot corner now, able to make that grab and make it a 5-3 putout.
Brings up the first baseman, number 24, Logan Glavinsky.
And now the number 3 hitter in the Wausau East order, their first baseman, Logan Glavinsky, will step in. Glavinsky walked and scored in the 1st, struck out looking in the 2nd. Swing and a miss. Good location again on that ball from Gervain. Started on the outer portion, then had a little movement to the outside corner for strike one. That one is low and outside, backhanded by Rowan Robbins, and the count evens up at 1-1. Thanks to the Weld Riley Law Firm and Matthew Meyer for their support of our broadcast here of Wausau West Warrior Sports. Ground ball first base side right to the first baseman, Teskey. He'll take it to the bag. 3 unassisted. And another very quick inning for the Lumberjacks in the 5th. 3 up and 3 down. We have played 5. It is Wausau West 9, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage of Wausau West High School Sports on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks for watching on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel, but we'd like to see you out and about supporting Wausau West student athletes in action. To see a listing of upcoming events at Wausau West High School, go to WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. That's WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks to the Wausau Top half of the 6th inning, the Warriors coming to the plate with a 9-4 lead.
Number 7, Alex Capitz.
And Alex Capitz will lead things off for West against Peter Winter, the 3rd Wausau East pitcher of the game. Bottom third of the order here for the Warriors, and that first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Capitz, Capitz, and then Marcus Koenigs, who's now in the game, and then Rowan Robbins. There's a ground ball in the hole between short and third into left field for a base hit. So hitting it hard on the ground is Capitz for a leadoff single.
C&I ground ball for Capitz. Brings up the right fielder, number 9, Marcus Koenig.
So Marcus Koenigs will get his first opportunity at the plate here for Wausau West. Left-handed batter. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Number 9 on the back of the jersey for the Wausau West right fielder. And there's a cut. It'll be fouled back. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Marcus Koenigs. Runner leads off first. Glavinsky holds the bag for Wausau East. Here's the pitch down into the artificial dirt, blocked nicely by Cam Rye, and it's ball 1. Stevens Point still leads Marshfield in Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today by a score of 6-2. That game is in the bottom of the 5th inning at Hackman Field in Marshfield. DC Everett still leads over Wisconsin Rapids in Valley baseball by a score of 7-2. That game is in the top of the 6th inning. There's a flare off to the left field side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rib Lake defeated Marathon 7-2 in high school baseball today. Mosinee over Lakeland 19-3. Inside, goes all the way to the backstop. Advancing to second base, turning and staying at second base is Alex Capitz. Softball today, as I mentioned, Wausau West defeated Stratford 6-1. Newman Catholic also victorious today. They knocked off Owen Withy by a score of 14-3. We'll have write-ups later this evening. Swing and a miss. That's going down on strikes as Marcus Koenigs for the first out of the inning. But if you have not done so, make sure you check out every evening on WausaAreaSports.com, our Wausau Sports section. We'll have a write-up on this game and other action going on in baseball and softball with the Wausau area high schools. So again, that's WausaAreaSports.com. Get all the information right there. Pitch is inside. He'll hit Rowan Robbins. So Rowan Robbins, who had a 2 RBI double his last time up, reaches base. First and second, 1 out for the top of the order, and Cam Blasky. Blasky has driven in a couple today already. Had an RBI single in the second and then a sacrifice fly RBI in the third. So little trouble here for Wausau East right-hander Peter Winter. Winter again looks in towards his catcher. Runners take their leads off first and second. Here's the kick and the pitch. Ground ball towards first base. Glavinsky will take it. He'll flip it to his pitcher and then bobbling it. Did he have it? They're going to say he had it long enough. That was close. That was close. But Winter had it for a moment and then it fumbled away. And that will be a 3-1 putout. And the 2 runners will each advance 90 feet. So 2 outs for Will Stengel. Stengel had an RBI triple back in the third.
Third baseman number 10, Will Stengel.
Chance for 2 more RBI right now for the right-handed hitter. Winter out of the wind. Pitch catches the top of the strike zone for strike 1 called. Winter staring and peeking behind his mitt as he looks into Cam Rye for the sign and now stepping off. Give us a quick chance to remind you that tomorrow is our next broadcast, 4:45 airtime in Mosinee, right here on Wausau Area Sports. Here's the rock, the kick, and the pitch. Low and outside, smothered by Rye. Very important. Right now, a wild pitch. Pass ball could give the Warriors an additional run. 9-4 West, top of the 6th. Winter's ready. Rocks, kicks, and deals. Low and outside and backhanded again nicely by Rye. That was well outside. That was almost to the back half of the left-handed batter's box, but Rye was able to get over there and get his mitt on it. 2-1. The count on Will Stengel. Pitch is down low, bounces in there. Again, blocked off the chest protector of Rye, but the count goes to 3-1. Should Stengel reach base, Joe Gravine, who has 3 base hits today, waits on deck. Peter Winter looks in. Here's the rock, the kick, and the 3-1. There's a fly ball right field. Coming over and making the grab will be Pearson to finish off the Warrior inning. Warriors strand a pair of runners in scoring position but do not score. No runs on 1 base hit. 2 runners left on base for West in the 6th. Heading to the bottom half of inning number 6 remains Wausau West 9, Wausau East 4. This is Wausau West High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks to the Wausau West Baseball Diamond Club for their support of our broadcast of Warrior Baseball on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel. Community support through the Diamond Club is crucial for our student athletes. All race funds directly benefit the program. The Diamond Club offers several advertising opportunities for local businesses and organizations to gain visibility while contributing to high school sports. For more information, go to WausauWestBaseball.com and click on Diamond Club. Thanks again to the Wausau West Diamond Club for helping bring Wausau West Warrior Baseball to you on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel.
They are?
Alcoholics Anonymous. We're here to help. For more information, visit aa.org and download the Meeting Guide app.
Sixth inning for the Lumberjacks. The third baseman, number 15, Connor Lemerand.
4, 5, and 6 hitters for Wausau East in the bottom of the sixth. Connor Lemerand will lead things off, followed by Tyler Stashek and Zach Pearson. First pitch swinging, ground ball in the hole. Backhanded by third. Long throw across and almost got him, but just not able to dig it out was Teskey. But boy, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be off the bat. I thought that was going to be an infield single all the way. It is an infield single.
Gives Lemerand the infield single on that.
Has to be a single. It doesn't have to be, but I would say that's the fair call. But deep in the hole at shortstop was Thurs to get there, and then good throw across, but just not able to get the runner. Pitch is low and outside, snagged nicely by Rowan Robbins. Ball one. Stick around for our post game when we're done here after this one. I'm going to try to get a player guest as we recap this one. Pick off and back in safely is Lemerand. That was his second base hit of the game. He had a 2 RBI single back in the first. So Connor Lemerand is 2 out of 3 today for East. There's a ground ball right back to Gravine. He'll go to second. Too high, goes into center field. Heading to third is Lemerand. And that will be a fielder's choice and an error. And putting runners on the corners and nobody out for East.
Reaches on the throwing
so now East has an opportunity. First and third, nobody out for the right fielder, Zach Pearson. Pearson had an RBI single in the first, grounded into a double play in the third. Has also had a couple of nice plays in right field today. Runners take their leads. Here's Gravine's pitch. Ground ball, first base side, backhanded nicely by Teskey. Fires to second, another double play. A second 3-6 twin killing to the same batter in this game.
Nice play at first for the second 3-6 double play of the game.
Hey, and also that was a situation as well where the runner did not score. So you get a double play and the runner stays on third. That is as good as it gets for the Warriors. And there's a pop-up over the backstop and out of play. I can understand Lemerand not breaking from third on that grounder to first. But once the throw went to second, I think at that point you probably have to start the break for home plate. Swing and a miss on Anders Bjerke for strike two. 9-4. So that threat for the Lumberjacks is turned around very quickly here in the bottom of the sixth. From runners on the corners and nobody out to a runner on third and 2 outs and an 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, it was tipped and held on to by Rowan Robbins, and that will do it for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the sixth.
Robbins hangs on to complete the stretch.
No runs, 1 base hit. There was an error and 1 runner left on base for East in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Heading to the seventh, Warriors still lead 9-4. This is Wausau West Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Too early to start thinking boats. Once the season starts, you want to be ready. So, what's your boat? A boat for fishing, boat for skiing, a pontoon boat for partying? Or are you thinking personal watercraft? Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union, the leader in financing fun. Great rates, great service, great fun. Local lenders lending local money. Quick and easy loan approval. It's the way financing should be. Stop in and visit with a CCU lender even before you hit the marina. CCU can set you up with a great rate financing approval, so when you find your boat, you're ready to float. The season's just too short not to enjoy every moment you can on the water. Check it out and stop in. Call or apply online at ccuwausau.com. Whatever floats fun for you, remember CCU. That's Clover Belt Credit Union. We finance fun.
Joe Gravine leads off the Wausau West top of the 7th inning. Warriors 7, Warriors 9, Lumberjacks 4. Peter Winter on the hill. His first pitch, a good off-speed delivery out front is Gravine. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Gravine has reached base 4 straight times. 3 singles and a walk in this game. Pitch is low and outside, taken for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-handed batter, right-handed thrower. Down into the artificial dirt, and that's ball 2. Gravine, Tyteski, and I believe it's Breck Vlabach in the number 5 position right now in the batting order. Swing and a miss. Some good downward movement as that pitch got to the strike zone from Peter Winter, and the count evens up at 2-2. Right back at it. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, scoots to the backstop. And that runs the count full, 3-2. And Parker Monday's actually in the on-deck circle. He chases down that wild pitch right in front of our camera. So he will hit next for the Warriors. Pitch is up high, and that's a ball. Now I got to go back. I got to think maybe Parker was he in the game in that last half inning?
Green draws the walk. Now entering the game for the Warriors, number 28, Parker Monday.
So 5 plate appearances and 5 times on base today for Joe Gravine. And Parker Monday, right-handed batter, left-handed thrower, steps in, and there's a fly ball. Left center field coming over, making the call, fighting the sun, and making the grab is Ethan Lotno for out number 1. Breck Blabach will now step in for the Warriors.
Parker skies one to left field.
So runner on first, 1 out for Blabach. He hit into a fielder's choice in the 5th.
John Albee wants Truzan to get a helmet on. And Breck Blabach is stepping into the box.
Looks like the Warriors are going to get a courtesy runner here for pitcher Joe Gravine. And Kyler Truzan will come out and do the running. So
now
goes
entering the game
right into his lead.
Number 20, Kyler Truzan.
It's not a question, it's a statement. Kyler Truzan is in the game. And there's a pitch on the outside corner from Peter Winter for a called strike 1. A lot of chatter from the Wausau West dugout on the right-hand side. 0-1. There's a fly ball right field side. Zach Pearson going over. He'll make the grab for out number 2.
Pearson shifts over to right to field that one.
So runner on first, 2 outs now for Carson Thurs.
Truzan makes his way back to first for the second out of the inning. Now up the shortstop.
Carson Thurs had a double and scored a run back in the 3rd. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run as well in the 4th. He is 1 for 3. And there's a fly ball right field side. Zach Pearson, a long run. That ball going to curl into foul territory and drop for strike 1.
Levinsky gives that one a chase, but falls harmlessly. Count moves.
Nothing in 1.
0-1.
Again tomorrow, Warriors in Mosinee. Hope you can join us. 4:45 for the airtime. 5 o'clock first pitch. Right here on Wausau Area Sports. And again, if you have not hit that subscribe button, please do so right now. Hit that subscribe button. Won't miss any of the action. Pitch misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, later this evening, check it out. I'm going to go home and start writing them up. We'll have the stories on this game and the other games going on at the Wausau Area Schools at WausauAreaSports.com. There's a liner in the gap in right center field for a base hit. Rounding second is Kyler Truzan. And here comes the throw. He's in there. Ball gets away, but staying on the bag is Kyler Cruzan. It'll be chased down. But a well-hit ball by Carson Thurs into right center field for a base hit. And runners on second and third with 2 outs for Alex Capitz.
Advances to second on the throw to third.
Alex Capitz making his 5th trip to the plate today. Has a couple of base hits.
Number 7, the left fielder, Alex Capitz.
Had an RBI single in the third. Had a single again in the 6th. There's a good fastball from Peter Winter on the outer portion for a called strike 1. It's been 9-4 since back in the 4th inning. Warriors scored in the top of the 4th to make it 9-4, and it's been that way since. There's a roller foul taken on the big second hop by John Albee in the third base box. Right-handed hitter, Alex Capitz. With runners on second and third, back into the windup is Peter Winter. Has the sign and the target. Here's the pitch. Misses. Oh, they gave the... I guess in the 7th inning, that strike zone expanded just a shade, and I don't think Alex Capitz will be thrilled with that. But nevertheless, no runs on a base hit, and 2 runners left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 7th, Warriors 9, Lumberjacks 4. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Wausau Area Sports is more than play-by-play broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Go to wausauareasports.com for the latest news and information involving our high school sports teams, including Wausau West, Newman Catholic, DC Everest, Wausau East, Marathon, Mosinee, and more. It's all at wausauareasports.com. Also, you can contact us there. If you have story ideas or questions, just go to wausauareasports.com and to the contact section. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information on where we are and what we're covering. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well so you miss none of the action. Wausau Area Sports on YouTube, at wausauareasports.com, on Facebook and Instagram. The Wausau area's newest source for information and play-by-play of high school sports. Wausau Area Sports.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Lumberjacks coming to the plate, trailing the Warriors by a score of 9-4. Kyler Barth will lead things off for East, followed by Maverick Ekstrom, and then the top of the order and Cam Rye. In our postgame, we will have Joe Gravine come by in our postgame, so again, stick around for that. We'll recap the scoring and also talk to Joe Gravine about this one in our postgame show. There's a good fastball from Gravine on the outside corner for strike 1 called. Kyler Barth is popped up to the first baseman and grounded out to second. 0 for 2. There's a fastball inside corner for strike 2 called. 0-2. Lumberjacks center fielder. Working quickly. Here comes Gravine's 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. We talked in the pregame show with Coach John Albee about, again, the battle to see who the Warriors' number 2 starter might be when the playoffs get underway, because if the Warriors are able to win their first playoff game, and likely I would say Ty Teske will be that pitcher in the first playoff game, who do you throw in the second game? And we've seen some impressive performances recently, and there's a swing and a miss by Maverick Ekstrom for strike 1. We saw Thurs throw the ball very well against Toma. 1 hit over 6 innings on Saturday. And now Gravine coming out here today and throwing the ball very well. Pitch is off the mitt of the catcher, Rowan Robbins, right in front of us. One ball and 1 strike. But that'd be a nice problem to have, because you got to win that first playoff game to get to that point. Strike 2 called on the inner portion at the knees. 1-2 on Ekstrom. Ekstrom is 0 for 2. He grounded a shortstop in the second and then struck out in the fourth. Low and outside, backhanded by Robbins, and the count evens at 2-2. But after today, only guaranteed 4 more games. 1 tomorrow, 2 next week, and then the first playoff game. 2-2. Off the outside corner on a fastball, and the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stepping back in is Maverick Ekstrom. Ready again is Joe Gravine. Here's the payoff pitch. Followed straight back to the screen. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Getting into the early evening hours. Still a pleasant early evening. It's cooled down a little bit. 3-2. Swing and a miss into the artificial dirt. Picked up by Robbins. He'll flip the first, and that is out number 2. Lumberjacks down to their final out, and their leadoff hitter, Cam Rye.
2-3 on the put-out to complete the strikeout. Brings up the catcher, number 9, Camden Rye.
Rye is 0 for 3 here today. Fastball, inside corner for strike 1 called. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, but going around it appeared was Rye. Yes, he did. And that's strike 2. Gravine trying to finish it off with a flourish. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball right field coming in. Is Marcus Koenigs, and he'll make the diving grab to end the game. So Marcus Koenigs, I'm sorry, I think he didn't quite get the camera over, but Marcus Koenigs makes the headfirst dive, and that is a highlight film grab to finish things off here. So the 3 up and 3 down for the Jacks in the 7th, and the Warriors win it by a score of 9-4. So Wausau West 9, Wausau East 4. We'll come back, have our post-game show coming up next. This is Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
Rocket Industrial's mission to package with less is a commitment to making a future that's better for the next generation. Their recommendations help manufacturers across the nation package with less material, less waste, less time, and with less cost. Their engineers and experts provide data-backed solutions that positively impact your bottom line. When you work with Rocket Industrial, you're working with a partner committed to making a difference. Rocket Industrial, package with less. Learn more at rocketindustrial.com.
Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage of Wausau West High School sports on Wausau Area Sports. Thanks for watching on the Wausau Area Sports YouTube channel, but we'd like to see you out and about supporting Wausau West student athletes in action. To see a listing of upcoming events at Wausau West High School, go to WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. That's WisconsinValleyConference.org and click on Wausau West. Thanks to the Wausau West Athletic Department for their support of our coverage on Wausau Area Sports. The Weld Riley Law Firm of Wausau and attorney Matt Meyer is a supporter of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports. Matt and the attorneys at Weld Riley have a wide range of practical knowledge and litigation experience, enabling their firm to offer an unparalleled breadth of services and depth of talent in Wisconsin. Matt can help you in finding a legal solution in civil litigation, family law, personal injury, and more. Contact Matt Meyer at Weld Riley Law Firm in Wausau. Thanks to Weld Riley and Matt Meyer for their support of high school sports coverage on Wausau Area Sports.
And Chad Holmes back again here from Wausau East, where the Wausau West Warrior High School baseball team. Going to move the camera around, see if we can't get ourselves a decent look here for our post-game show. As the Wausau West Warriors today knock off the Wausau East Lumberjacks by a score of 9-4. We'll have Joel Gravine come on over here in just a few moments after they have their post-game team get-together. But for Wausau West, it was not a great start. Warriors fell behind 4-0 in the first. Lumberjacks in the bottom of the first inning put 4 runs across. Connor Lemerand had a 2 RBI hit in that inning. Tyler Stashek a double. Also Zach Pearson an RBI single. It was 4-0 Wausau East, but the Warriors scored 4 times in the top of the second inning. RBI by Marshall Helke, RBI by Cam Blasky, Joel Gravine had an RBI. Warriors then scored 3 in the third. RBI triple by Will Stengel, RBI single by Alex Kapitz. Sacrifice fly RBI for Cam Blasky. We give West a 7-4 lead. 2 more runs in the fourth. 2 RBI hit with 2 outs by Rowan Robbins. And it was 9-4, and that would be it. No other scoring for the rest of the game as the Warriors win it by a score of 9-4. So a good start to the week here for Wausau West as the Warriors will now try to make it 3 in a row coming up tomorrow when they take on the Mosinee Indians in Mosinee. So we'll have coverage of that one coming up after 4:45 for the pregame show, 5 o'clock for the first pitch tomorrow here on Wausau Area Sports. So still taking a look here at the dugout, see if Joel Gravine can come on over and talk. Oh, there he is. Come on over here, Joe. Number one, congratulations. Great effort here both at the plate and on the mound today.
Yeah, it was fun to do.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the pitching because you started at shortstop and then very quickly you were asked to pitch. Did you have an idea that you were going to be throwing today?
I was going to pitch today, first relief for sure. That's what I was told before the game, and things didn't go the way for Parker, but I don't know, I was just ready to come in and throw strikes.
Well, that's the thing when you start the game off and you're not pitching. It's not easy. It's not the case of like you see somebody go into the bullpen and throw for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. What is the mindset when you get out there in the middle of a game to try to get right into it because you're behind? You don't want that hole to get dug any deeper. What was the mindset?
Well, just coming in knowing we were down 4-0, the main focus was just to throw strikes, just pitch to contact. And me personally, I've always been a pitch to contact guy. I've never been one to strike people out. So that was just the whole game plan was throw strikes, let them hit it, let our defense make plays.
And was that basically the execution? Did you feel like you could put the ball where you wanted to today?
Yes, it just felt everything was on for me. I could put it anywhere.
And what about swinging the bat? You had 5 plate appearances. You reached base 5 times here today. Ever since you came back from your injury, you've been swinging the bat exceptionally well. What's been working in that part of your game?
Well, I just have my approach is just look for the fastball. You just got to be ready for the fastball. I mean, they'll throw you the off speed and you just got to take it, but you got to know that when you get that fastball, you got to be ready for it to hit it.
Building a little momentum here towards the end of the season? Does it feel like that in your dugout?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Everyone's having fun now. I mean, earlier in the year, we were all kind of down, and not everyone was having fun, but now I think that we're stacking up the wins and just hitting the ball, having fun. It's getting better.
And tomorrow, I mean, to get a win streak going, that game against Mosinee, non-conference, but still a good baseball team, I imagine that you want to finish this week off, go into the holiday weekend with a nice win streak.
Oh, yeah. This game on or tomorrow, I should say, that's a big one for us. I mean, it's Mosinee. You always want to beat Mosinee. And I think if we get our 3 wins, we've been waiting for that all season, just trying to get 3. And especially this, finally getting the conference series win is really good for us. And I think all this momentum is going to carry us into a good spot coming playoffs.
Congratulations. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thank you.
Joel Gravine. Big day today for Joe. He pitched 6+. Winning pitcher, 3 for 3 at the plate as well, as the Warriors defeat the Wausau East Lumberjacks by a score of 9-4. So again, the Warriors fell behind 4-0 after 1, tied it with 4 runs in the top of the second, added 3 more in the top of the third, and then 2 more in the top of the fourth. 9-4 Wausau West over Wausau East. So that will wrap it up here. We will be back with you tomorrow, starting with the pregame show at 4:45 and the first pitch at 5 o'clock from Mosinee. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, without whose help we could not bring you Wausau West Warrior High School Athletics here on Wausau Area Sports, and thanks to you for joining us as well. From Wausau East High School, I'm Chad Holmes. Again, the final score, Wausau West 9, Wausau East 4. Thanks for joining us for Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports.
This has been Wausau West Warrior High School Baseball on Wausau Area Sports. Warrior Baseball has been brought to you by the Clover Belt Credit Union since 1936. Local lenders lending local money, keeping our community strong. Also brought to you by Rocket Industrial, the Wausau West Warrior Diamond Club, the Wausau West Athletic Department, the Weld Riley Law Firm, and attorney Matt Meyer. And don't forget, for the latest high school sports news, upcoming broadcast schedule, and more, go to WausauAreaSports.com. This has been Warrior Baseball on your home for Wausau West Sports, Wausau Area Sports.